everyone. I have here Chris. He's from the implementation program, and he's here to share some of his wins and overall experience with the Reboot system. So, Chris, can you tell us a little bit about yourself and how you came across the Reboot system?
My name's Chris. I'm 29 years of age. I work in the service industry from Canada, and I play drums and in multiple metal bands right now. So
nice. That's pretty cool. Thank you for sharing that. So what were you struggling with your compulsive behavior before you even found the Reboot system? How was it for you trying to get control over your behavior?
I mean, on and off from the time that I started, just in general in life, it was on and off, really bad, then really good. Obviously, this was long before even realizing I had any sort of issues with this kind of stuff. And then during 2019, I think it was, during the COVID lockdowns, I ended up getting COVID, and then I didn't see my roommate, my girlfriend, or anybody for a month and a half because everyone I knew was just super scared of COVID and whatever, because it was early times, original COVID, can't taste or smell anything kind of thing.
Yeah, I remember that.
Had nothing to do but sit inside and watch porn and stuff. That really exacerbated, it restarted the true addictive, compulsive side of it. Even after it finished, it was really hard to stop, to the point where my girlfriend at the time, her and I were having issues. I was having issues having sex and stuff with her, having issues even just, I didn't fucking even want to see her. And I told her about the issue at a certain point. And then after that, it was shitty, man. It affected me a lot differently after that time. And it's really weird when you think of the difference between before you have an issue. I don't know if you ever smoked cigarettes, but I've smoked cigarettes a few times in my life. And when you first start, like, this is great, man. Nothing bad ever happens. And you don't feel any of that negative shit. And then it just hit that wall where it was always just bad. It was bad all the fucking time.
I know what you mean, because at surface level, it's fun to use it. And then you're noticing your brain, right? Your brain's malleable, so you're training your brain to get off to videos, and then it's affecting your intimacy with your girlfriend. So it just over time, right? It doesn't happen overnight. It just happens with of compounds of weeks and days of like using this behavior. It does fuck with your brain a lot. I completely agree. So when you found the system, how did you find the Porn Reboot system when you were experiencing all that?
So I actually had 4-month period after me and that girlfriend, we broke up. And it was really weird. It was something in my mind clicked, and I'm good with the porn, whatever, it's fine. And then I was actually doing really good. This was before the implementation system or anything. And then just one day I just dabbled in it a little bit again, and then was full force into it and just felt awful all the time. It really causes me really bad brain fog, a lot of emotional instability, which I already have a mood disorder, so it's not very fun. It caused a lot of issues, and I had been listening to the podcast. I got forget how many episodes I listened to before I finally reached out and did what's it called? The meeting or whatever it was with
the call you get, just to see if you're a fit for the program. Okay, no, that's cool. So you just listen to the podcast. You know what? I'm just going to take a shot at this program, basically, which is cool. I think we shared that. What was your biggest win that you have during pretty much your time in the program? What tools did you use? What did you see the most? Where did you notice the changes in your life personally?
First of all, I will be pretty open in the fact that I didn't utilize my time in the program as beneficially as I could have or should have. I didn't really post in the group. I posted 3 times. I'm not a poster, whatever. Yeah. And it's weird enough posting things that I'm not emotionally connected to friends and family. So for me, it was even weirder to be talking about all these issues and stuff. And then as of today, I have 13 days left, and I still have a bunch of modules I have to go through. I would say I squandered it a bit, but I did learn a lot from in the year, even just the stuff that I did do. The feelings exercise is fucking awesome.
What did you notice when you used the feelings exercise? What came up for you?
I pretty much just noticed once I actually started paying attention to how and what I'm feeling and what can cause certain triggers, what emotions certain triggers will make me feel, what certain triggers will cause certain emotions. Obviously, a full circle of just the words trigger and emotions going different places, but
So you build awareness with that. You notice that if you feel this way, it's going to trigger some kind of action that's going to cause me to go back to my old habits. So having that awareness gave you the perspective. What you pretty much were in choice and said, I'm not going to do this.
mhm.
Choose the other way, right? Like, I'll go this way this time and see the success that I want. And that's cool, man. I feel that's a lot what it is in the beginning. You bring awareness to what's going on within you internally. And once you're ready to get past it, it's completely up to you, right? It's implementation, right? And it's okay if you didn't use the whole program, brother. I feel if you implement some of the stuff, morning routine, feelings exercise, breaking the cycle, if you read that and apply one of the tools, you could take that very far until obviously you hit a bump in the road and then you're okay, maybe I need a little extra help here or wherever that is. Which is that was my case. I didn't use the whole system per se, but I did utilize consistently the morning routine, checking in with my AP, confident eyes. So I did the essentials for as long as I needed it, which is good. Thank you for sharing, Chris. So the feelings exercise, how is that doing all these tools, right? Has that improved your creativity? You mentioned you're in a metal band. And how has that helped you personally in that side of your life?
I mean, it's definitely helped in the sense that especially when like I'm in the writing process of stuff, because the way I play is weird and different. I think a little more outside the box. So the stuff that I try to come up with is frustrating. And if you were to sit in on a session with me and my band and trying to write stuff, I get fucking pissed, really mad to the point where I'm basically just going to leave. So obviously that's creating anger and frustration and stuff. So those are the things that would normally cause me to go home and just, go binge on stuff. So being able to be aware of that kind of stuff and cool myself off and learn where else to go with my thoughts and everything is huge. It's also good because I can plan it too, because if I know that we're going to be writing, then I know, go home and immediately go hang out with my girlfriend. Or if she's out, don't go to that one spot that I used to go act out on, kind of thing. Just those little simple things. I'll sit on the left side of the couch instead of the right side. Just the smallest little changes, but
now you're breaking the ritual pretty much of the ritual process of when you want to act out, right? That's good, man, what you share. So yeah, when you use that energy when you were angry, it could be overwhelming feeling angry. And for some of us that don't know how to use this energy, well, in our mind, we perceive a safe way to do that by rubbing one out and watching porn. So when you change that, you can use that energy in a different way, right? Okay, it's just sit with it. You don't necessarily have to do anything with it. But yeah, that's a huge win, brother. Thank you for sharing that. And how has your relationship improved? You said that during the pandemic, it was shaky because of your overuse of it. How is that compared to now? Is it better?
It is a different girl now. But a part of the story, when in the 4 months when I quit, basically after I broke up with my ex-girlfriend, I started hanging out with another girl almost immediately. And we were in a relationship that was sexually fulfilling and emotionally fulfilling kind of thing. Yeah. So in those 4 months, things were really good. And then when I started dabbling in porn again, our relationship started to get a little rocky. And then we did end up breaking up, and I went pretty hard back into it. And then within the few weeks, because I could see where this was going to go. So that's when I joined the implementation group. And then 4 or 5 months later, her and I are back together now. We're living together now.
Oh, nice.
And yeah.
So comparing that to now, right? How's your view on the relationship when you have more control of your behavior with a system? How does that look now?
Oh, it's way better. A big thing for me was always the aftermath of when I'm just going to assume everyone did the same thing, but when you did the aftermath of a fucking 10-hour edging binge, and then the next time you go to touch a woman and you're like, hey, I don't think my dick's going to work because it doesn't feel my hand or it doesn't stimulate my brain the same. So yeah, I used to get a lot of those worries that things wouldn't work out, and then things wouldn't work out, or
Intrusive thoughts. You got intrusive thoughts.
yeah, or I'd get it up, but then it wouldn't stay because this vagina doesn't feel as good as my hand and watching a screen. Just stupid shit.
Right.
Like pretty big, significant things that are really unfortunate and awkward to be in that situation. So, yeah, thankfully that's gotten way. That doesn't even happen anymore.
That's a good man. I say that's a huge win, right? Being able to enjoy a woman intimacy, right? Being able to be present, not necessarily think, oh man, I need to think of scenes in my head or whatever it is that we do that time. I went through that phase, and being able to say I can enjoy this moment and not really worry about it. And that's a huge win, brother. Thank you for sharing it, because I know a lot of men, especially if they're deep into their addiction, that's the worst thing that could happen to someone, right? They think that way. Oh, no. And they use that excuse to stay in their compulsive behavior. Also, my dick doesn't work, might as well just stay in porn. But no, there is hope. And if you stick with it, it might be some growing pains for a couple of months. But hey, it's going to be worth it in the long run. So I really appreciate you sharing that, brother, because it's going to help a lot of guys out there that have, man, you know what? I feel this way, but I don't know if it's even possible. But
yeah, Chris, sorry, I just want to add one thing to that.
Go ahead.
One thing that really did push me, even when still being in the group, but obviously you're learning stuff, things take time to work out and stuff. Yeah. Those times when my dick wouldn't work with a physical fucking lady, and then as soon as she leaves the room and I turn on porn and it works, I was there's something wrong with that. So that was really a push to be, okay, that's fucked.
Because it destroys the belief, oh, my dick doesn't work. But then as soon as you order the videos, it hit you. Man, I did train my brain to get off to videos. And it's just a brain thing, rewiring, right? So, hey, man, thank you for sharing that. I'm glad you expanded on that, because that's an eye-opener, right? You, as a man, we don't want that to happen, right? It destroys our masculinity in that way. So thank you for sharing that, Chris. And what would you say to a brother that's actually here watching this and listening to you? Man, you know what? I'm experiencing the same things you are, but I still have a little bit of fear and doubt to even take a leap of faith in this program. What would you tell that guy?
I would definitely say join the program, and even the most basic of the exercises helps significantly. Like, even for me, that didn't even do all the modules yet. I am going to finish them, at least to get that. But even just the feelings exercise, the rational and irrational one, and I did the one-on-one coaching with Seamus. Those 3 things, just for me, made this whole thing worth it. Being able to fucking figure out my own feelings and emotions, being able to realize when I'm psyching myself out through things, and being able to rationalize them, and then exercise is just huge, because I was really struggling working out all the time, and then doing the one-on-one with Seamus made me actually interested in exercising again. And like, to this day, I still don't exercise as much as I should, but because of work and being in multiple bands, it can be difficult. But yeah, even times during the program, it's felt hopeless, where you're just saying, I spent all this money and I don't really seem to be getting anywhere. But it takes time, and you actually have to give it a shot and give a shit about it. There was definitely one point in the program, probably 8 months in, that I was just like, who needs any of this shit? And I thought I had it, and then suddenly 3 weeks later I look back and I'm, wow, I don't remember anything about those 3 weeks, because all I did was watch porn all day. It takes a lot of effort, takes a lot of awareness, but the feeling of being able to not be obsessing about porn, and not being at work or on the drive or the subway home and just thinking of, oh man, I can't wait to get home and go to my little spot and do my thing. It's so nice to be able to go home and just actually fucking enjoy your night and not wake up feeling shit the next day.
Man, I love that, brother. Those are beautiful words right there. Being able to come back home and not even start that ritual that we were going, our masturbation station, right? And we're not going to do that. We're fucking, I enjoy life, right? It doesn't have to be dopamine hits all the time. I'm a fucking live right now, and I enjoy this, which is beautiful, man. Thank you for sharing that. I appreciate those words. And final thing, brother, how would you describe your overall experience in one word?
I want to say life-changing, but that's so cliche.
You could say it, bro, if that's how you authentically feel about your experience. That's cool, man. As cliche as it sounds, it's true to you, right?
Yeah. All right, fuck it. Life changing, definitely.
All right, Chris. Thank you. Life changing. You heard it, guys, from Chris himself. And thank you for taking the time, Chris, to share your experience and how you overcame your PIED and also being able to enjoy your night without even thinking about porn. That's a fucking beautiful place to be at in your reboot. So I appreciate you taking the time to share this, brother. And for those watching, thank you. And I'll see you in the next one.
Whenever you're ready, here are 4 ways that Porn Reboot can help you out for free. The first way is to subscribe to our channel and make sure that you click on the notification bell to get a new video every other day. The second way is to actually get a free copy of my book, Confessions of a Porn Addict, 7 Secrets of Porn-Free Men, where you'll learn about my personal struggle and the lessons I learned over the past 14 years, as well as get strategies for putting together your own personalized reboot plan and ending your compulsive behavior with pornography or masturbation. So click on the link in the description below this video to get the free ebook. And thirdly, if you're not sure where you'd like to start, but you'd like to learn more about my team and I, or you'd like to spend time with more like-minded professionals like entrepreneurs, business owners, men who work in sales or consulting or high-level jobs, men who are controlling their behavior, then join our free and confidential group, the Porn Reboot group on Facebook. There's also a link to join the group in the description below this video. And finally, if you need our help right now because you have a burning issue, it's an emergency. Your behavior with pornography is hurting you mentally. You're about to lose your relationship and you want to live up to your potential or be an authentic man and free yourself from shame, guilt, and underachieving, then click on the link in the description below this video that actually says free coaching call, or visit elevatedrecovery.org and click on the link which says book a call.